Okay, guys, local traffic commando. We had some people who are a little bit confused. I guess uh, the best way to put it, because they're asking some questions that I did cover, but there seems to be some still some confusion, which I want to clear up with this video. Okay, before I go further, first you'll notice that we've added a couple of extra tools. Okay, we've got the local generator tool in here. And what we can do is we can get creative with this. Okay, you can ask it to give you all US states, major cities, top 50 major cities in the US, etc. Canada, provinces, territories, all this stuff in here. But you can also do some very specific prompts in here as well. Okay, so for example, if I wanted to create a campaign that was aimed at startups in America, then I might write something like I have just put in here. Okay, so I want to generate a marketing campaign. I need to identify the best places to advertise to tech startups. Okay, I need the best locations to target for my ad campaign in the US. Okay. You can get as creative as you want. You're talking to the AI. Okay, so it's going to help you to generate these locations. And you can see got all these locations here, so we can copy all. We can use that when we are doing a content generation. Okay, we can even save the list as well. And we can just put whatever name we want in here. And I'll put in here tech startups USA, for example. Okay. I'll just save the list. You can save some tags, etc. as well, but I just wanted to show you how that works, okay? Now, there's some example prompts. You can go crazy with this. It's like you're talking to ChatGPT, okay? And your saved lists will be over here where you can find them in a nice card, and you can copy a favorite or whatever you want to do. Okay, so let's get into the content generator. Okay, so you can see we've got 4 phases. I'm guessing that some people are getting confused because you have to manually click on these. Okay, once you have completed step 1, you click on step 2, click on step 3, etc. Okay, so give a campaign a name. Okay, I'm going to call this one. Um, I'll call it Thailand AI marketing, just for differentiation from what I've been doing before. Okay, so you've got 2 choices here for the title generation. You can use custom titles. Okay, I give you a custom GPT to use for that. It's specific for this. Okay, that's it on the thank you page, on the tutorial page. Okay, and we've got keyword based modifiers and titles. This is where people are getting a little bit confused. Okay, plus we have choice of AI providers. You can use Google, Anthropic, OpenAI, or you can choose from OpenRouter. Okay, now in your settings, you will have your AI keys where you put them in. Okay, and you go for Perplexity, Gemini, OpenRouter, Anthropic, etc., etc. Okay, so I'm just going to carry on with the OpenAI for now. Right now, AI keyword location and generator. This is where we have to pay attention, because this is all AI generated. So I can put in something like business type. I'm going to put in AI marketing agency in Thailand. Uh-huh. Right. What I need to do is fix the typo first. Okay. Put in here what I'm targeting. Okay, so I can put in startups. I can put in small businesses. Okay, and whatever we put in here, I didn't realize that was already pre-filled. Whatever we put in here is going to help us. It's going to help the AI to generate variations of these. Okay, and it's going to do suggestions. We don't need to take all of those suggestions. Okay, services offered. AI marketing workshop events in Pattaya, Bangkok, and I'll just keep it Pattaya and Bangkok. Okay, just for simplicity. Location, generation settings. Now, you can see I've got mine set to Thailand, but you can choose anything in here. You could put US, Australia, whatever you are, okay? State and province. And here we can choose a location type. Do we want state, province, cities, metropolitan areas, or radius based? Or you can put a manual entry as well. That's where you would put what we took from um, from the location generator. Okay, you just need to do one per line. Okay, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to choose um, state, province, cities. Okay, so I'm going to click on generate the modifiers, service types, etc., etc. Okay, now you can see it's giving me 10 of each. If I generate 10 locations in here, it's going to give me 10 locations, and these are actually very, very, very good um, for, for this area. Okay, it's got it right. Okay, now what we need to do, we need to click on apply. If we do not click on apply, we cannot go to the next step. So we can click on apply. That is done. Okay, now when that is done, you come up here and you can see that is checked. That is checked here. Now we need to click on step number 2. Okay, now we're in step number 2. I've got 10 front end modifiers, 10 service types, 10 locations, and 10 end modifiers. I can change these, I can cut them down, I can make it very, very tight grouped so that I'm focusing on one campaign that is very specific, that will have a specific CTA. I might only get 40 or 50 posts for that particular kind of campaign, but that's all I need. I do not need 600 pages. I do not need 1,000 pages. I do not need 10,000 pages. If you want to know how many that will be, okay, it will tell you. Um, when we generate the templates in here, okay? But if you've got 10 front-end modifiers and 10 service types, the possible combinations are 10 times 10. That's a possible combination just with these two boxes here. A possible combinations of 100, okay? 10 times 10. Now, if you add 10 locations, that's 10 times 10 again is 1,000. And if you do it 10 times, sorry, times 10 again, it becomes 10,000. Okay, so I had some people saying, like, do I really need to have 10,000 pages? No, no, you do not. You really do not. Okay, so what do we do? Well, we cut it down. We make it really tight. We make it really specific, and we have it focused on one particular CTA, which ideally is going to be linking to one specific landing page or offer specific to that offer that you're doing here, or specific to that angle that you're doing here. Okay, so if I'm doing something like workshops, okay, then I want to do expert led, I want to do professional. I'm not going to put results driven because we don't know in a workshop environment. It's like it's like doing a course or doing a challenge. You don't know how many people are going to actually take action. Okay. So we just keep it really professional, high quality, expert led, professional. And we can do tailored if you're doing it for specific companies, businesses, strategic, interactive, etc. I'm going to cut this down. Okay. In fact, I like cutting edge. So I'm going to keep that. So we got 4 combinations for front end modifiers. That allows me to be really, really tight with what I'm doing. Okay. Now we've got the service types. Okay. Service types for me, AI marketing workshops, and let's say AI marketing services. This doesn't have to be capitalized. The software will take care of that. Um, digital marketing events. Let's just call this one um, I'll put in AI digital market. It doesn't sound right. That's why I kind of stopped there. AI powered advertising services, possibly. Okay, so I'm just going to cut this down again. Okay, but if I'm doing workshops, then I want to focus just on workshops for this campaign. Okay, if I want to do general, then I will cover things like I'm doing workshops, I'm doing services. We can call it AI digital marketing events or just AI marketing events or services, etc., or workshops, whatever it might be. I might want to do AI SEO workshops. Okay, and we can get into things like email marketing and stuff like that. That's what I would do if it's general. Okay, so what have I got here? I've got 4 of these, 5 of these, that's 20. Now, if I cut my locations down and just have Pattaya, I've still got 20. Okay, means I don't need to travel. Okay, so I've got 4 times 5, 20 times 1 is still 20. And then I can cut this down. I don't need to put in Pattaya or in Bangkok, etc., because um, I've already got it. Okay, so I can even put Bangkok in here. I don't mind going to Bangkok. It's a nice day out. Okay, so now what we got? We got 4 times 5 is 20. Okay, times 2 is 40. Times 2 is 80. 80 pages. Okay, that gives me enough, in my opinion, for what I'm doing here. Right now, if I want to get really tight with this, I could do AI marketing workshops, AI marketing events, and just stop there. Okay, just stop there at that particular point and focus on just that one offer. It's going to have its own landing page for that particular workshop. Okay, and if I want to focus on AI marketing services that are broken down into what services, then I could do things like AI SEO workshops or AI SEO services. Okay, I can combine different variations of AI SEO products that I might want to do. Okay, AI SEO software, AI SEO workshops, AI SEO events could put instead of workshops or with workshops to add an extra combination, or we can just put simple services, AI SEO services. But again, it's one thing pointing to one offer on one landing page. Okay, and we keep it tight, we keep it very, very controlled. For the sake of um, that as an example, we'll do that. Okay, so we'll just take this out. I've got AI marketing workshops, AI digital marketing events. Okay, it's enough. Okay, so I've got 4 times 2 is 8, times 2 is 16, times 2 is 32 pages. Okay, for AI marketing workshops in Pattaya and Bangkok. That's all I got. Now, what do I do from here? Now I've cut that down, I click on generate templates. And this is going to create templates that determine what will go onto your page. Okay, so you can see that you can edit this, you can add to it, um, you can do anything you want with this. Okay, right now I've got in here suggested intro template, suggested main template, suggested CTA template, suggested meta template. Okay, now there was in the previous step, if I just come back over, some advanced options down here. And this is where we can put things like a YouTube video. Now, if I'm doing one campaign that is about AI marketing workshops in Pattaya and Bangkok, I might only need one video for all of those pages. I might only need one featured image that depicts some people in a seminar looking happy, learning stuff. Okay, I can keep those the same. Okay, for each and every page, I can put in my URL. So I might want to put in here just the URL, something like smbworkshops.com, something like that. Okay, YouTube URL. I would have a video if I was doing this, and image. I would create one. Okay, language we can choose. Okay, um, if you want to add a shortcode within your content, you can create a shortcode link here. So if I want to take this link and I want to put it in multiple places within the content templates, this is what I would do. Okay. I can put in here, learn AI marketing via in-person hands-on workshops, something like that. Okay. Hands-on. Okay. And we can copy the shortcode and we can put that anywhere as well. Schema guide, we can go through that in a separate video. Okay. For now, let's just keep moving forward. So we have these templates here, but you also got this down here. So you might want to take this and edit. Okay. Here's how you do it. You've got your call to action template, you've got your main content template, you've got your introduction template. So this is a suggested intro. So we can put this in here, and you've got all these syntax support as well. So if you want to do a lot of variations of a page, which I really don't think is needed, okay, Google and search engines and AI search understand the context of what you do. Okay, it's completely different from 2012 when we first started doing this. We don't need thousands of pages. We just need nice pages with decent content and a strong call to action. Okay, we're relying on our titles to be able to rank, but we want to rank for keywords that people are searching for. Okay, I can make 10,000 pages and I can batch it through this tool. Okay, if I want to, but a lot of those titles that are going to be throwing up variations and combinations that people are just not searching for. And given the advancements with search engines, understanding the context, we don't need to do that. Okay. And for people who are saying, oh, I can't put this onto my client site because he's got a Wix site or something like that, you don't want to put these mass page building campaigns on your client's website. You want to keep it separate. Build them as networks. If I have a network for here in Pattaya, for example, or here in Thailand, I could have AI marketing workshops, okay, AI SEO workshops, okay. I could have AI marketing services, AI SEO services, AI SEO software, and I can build a network around whatever services and workshops I am doing. Okay. Now what we can do here is we can take the suggestions, and we don't need to apply the template. If you apply a template, everything here is set in stone. Okay. But instead of doing that, we can just simply copy all of this. Okay. And we just go into the next section here. Okay. And copy the next one, which is going to be the CTA. Copy, put that in the CTA. And there's not a lot of work. I mean, you're going to be creating like 1,800 pages or even 40 pages. You just 4 clicks with copy and paste and you're done. And you can build it out more. Okay, this is where you build your content out more. If you want to add more context, if you want to add more shortcodes, if you want to link to other offers that you've got, etc., you can do all of that in here. Okay, and you just need to use the shortcode. Okay, that's as simple as it gets. Right now, what I want to do is I want to go into the next, and actually, if you want to take for the shortcode, I forgot about this. The shortcode that we got here, if I want to use for this one that I created, learn AI marketing via in-person hands-on workshops, etc., I just need to copy this, and I can put this up here, or I can put it into the main content. Okay, I might want to break this up, put it like that. Okay, now there's a lot more to come in this tool. I want to add things like this in banners and stuff. I haven't got around to it yet. So everything's an evolution with these softwares. Unlike when you're working with developers and they believe that once you've delivered and started to sell softwares, that the job is finished. with AI, you can go back in. You don't get any arguments. You don't get any resistance. It understands exactly what you want to try and build, and it will continue building for you. Okay, so you just have to tell it what you want. So I can come back in here and say, look, I need my call to action to be in a banner format, okay, within the content, and it will create that kind of thing. Okay, so you can expect that kind of thing to happen. So now that we've got all of this done, okay, we can go on to the next step. And this voice title generator, okay, what is it? It is basically, if you don't want to type, you want to just speak and explain. Say, for example, you're in a client's office. They agree that you're going to do a campaign for them for local marketing, and you say to them, "Tell me a bit about your business." Okay, so you can say, "I have a client. He has um, he does coaching for startups." Okay, and this coaching for startups is based around Pattaya area or New York, wherever it might be. Okay, and he is targeting startups specifically for the tech niche for a specific special promotion he is running for tech startups. Okay. The more you speak and put in the details, then what's going to happen is it's going to generate for you 20 SEO optimized title suggestions instantly. So you can use them. Okay, that means you can use them with your campaign. Okay, that's if you want to do that. I did that because I was working on mobile and I found it hard to sit and type. I'm not the best at typer at best of times, so having something with voice was obviously a good idea. Okay, so next we come into the preview, and this is where it starts. This is where it tells you the number of combinations. Okay, if we go back again, we have a look. We've got 4 times 2 is 8, times 2 is 16, times 2 is 32. Okay, we come over here, you can see start generating 32. So a couple of questions I got. Do I need to do 10,000 posts? No, you don't. That's if you're using the 10 times 10 times 10 times 10. But in the content tab, you can cut that down in here in this column. Another person was asking, no matter what I try, I can't get my modifiers to stick. I'm not sure where it's not sticking. Um, so I don't know, maybe you forgot to like generate templates, or you forgot, or you didn't copy paste here to put in here to build out um, in a sort of semi-manual way um, your, your templates, okay? This is how it's going to appear on the page. Okay, so it's going to create an intro, and then it's going to have the main content, then it's going to have a call to action. Okay, and then it's got your metadata for SEO plugins, etc. Okay, um, you can do anything you want here. So your modifiers, you control all of it. And when we come over here, we've got still the same things in the advanced settings and stuff like that. So I can just hide that for now. And all I need to do then is start generation. And when I start generation, it's going to create that content that we can then post into WordPress. Okay, so the modifiers are there. You're not using 10,000 posts. You're sculpting your campaigns. Okay, you're sculpting them like you've got a scalpel that is going to create content based around one specific offer. We no longer want to do like 10,000 pages like we used to do in 2012. We want to do less pages, and we want it to be really targeted for one specific call to action, one specific landing page, one specific offer. Google and the AI models understand the context. Okay, they even removed some uh, keyword formats in things like Google Ads, for example. Okay, because they understand the context now much, much better. And so they removed stuff that we thought was really important before that. Okay. And so now you've got mainly broad match and phrase match. Nobody's really, I don't think we can even do exact match anymore. I don't do search ads, so correct me if I'm wrong, but they changed something like that. It was one of the major um, types of keyword phrases. And, they're not doing it anymore because they're just making everything into phrase match because it understands the context. So we don't need thousands of pages. We just want tight campaigns that are sculpted for one offer at a time. Okay, that's how we can do mass page building, how we should do mass page building, in my opinion. Okay, you might have a different opinion, that's all good. But you can still do the mass pages if you really want to. Okay, I just don't think it's needed. So this is generating the post. You can see that we've got the progress bar here, and we'll see what it looks like when it's done. Okay, so I'll pause this and come back when it's done. I think one place that people might get a little bit confused as well is when they look at this keyword combination for titles and content. They might scroll down. You might be scrolling down and see not all of them are here. Okay, but if you look at the bottom, it says and 22 more keyword combinations. At the top, pardon me, at the top here, it says sample keyword combinations. Okay, it's just to show you that it's setting up correctly. It's not mentioning all of them. Okay, it's a sample, and when you scroll down here, and 22 more because I've got 32 combinations. Okay, so it's giving you a sample of 10 here, just so you can see it's doing things properly as far as the structure. Okay, and when we look as well at these titles, they're all commercial intent. Okay, no matter what way you do this, with the structure of the 4 different elements, or even if you don't use the end modifier, even if you use just 3 elements where you've got the front end modifier, where you've got the service type, and where you have got the location, then it's still going to always be a commercial intent keyword. It's always going to be buyer intent. Okay, so expert-led AI marketing workshops and Patia for startups. That's a commercial intent title or long tail keyword phrase. Okay, which is essentially what we're doing. We're creating long tail keyword phrases using the structure where we have got a front end modifier, where we've got a service type, where we've got a location, and optionally, you've got the end modifier. It will always create a commercial intent long tail keyword title. Okay, that's why that's why I created this back in 2011 when I first started to build the original version of this. Okay, so that we'd always have buyer keywords in the title. That was the whole damn point. Okay, so um, let's come back when this is done. It's not even halfway yet, so I'll let it do its work and we can continue. Okay, so the campaign has been completed. Okay, and you've done all 4 steps at the top here. What we can do then is we can go into my campaign. So just open it in a new tab and we will see our campaign is here. Now, if we click on the 3 dots here, we can view the posts and you will see that it's AI is injected sort of conversational or better, more compelling headlines. Why choose cutting AI digital marketing events in Pattaya, um, Bangkok, etc. Find cutting edge AI. It's still got the main keywords, still got the long tail keywords, etc., etc. And this is how it's structured. Okay, so everything is looking good at this point. Okay, so what we need to do is we can post them into WordPress. Okay, when we post them into WordPress, they will come out formatted. Okay, so all I need to do is click here. Actually, not here. Although I probably should build that in, that we have got some icons here that we can just post it. But anyway, what we can do is we can click on where it says WordPress and integration. I'll open that in a new tab as well. And then we just simply choose the campaign that we just created. Now you can archive these campaigns as well. You choose your target website, and here it's going to show all posts, or you can separate by what is still pending if you put it on some kind of schedule or you posted just a few at a time. And you can publish as draft as well. You can enable drip feed scheduling. Personally, I'd rather do that within WordPress. I just think it's going to be simple. It's going to be easier. Get it onto WordPress now and just do some scheduling with them. Okay. There's some good scheduling plugins, very easy to use as well. And then we can just publish them. Okay. It's as simple as that. Just go ahead and publish them. And it will all be saved as a draft, and all your campaign is going to be grouped together in WordPress, where you can create a folder just for this, and so it's easy for moving. That's another reason why I'd rather do the scheduling from within WordPress and not from the actual software itself, although that option is there. Okay, so if you're still confused about how to use it, then let me know. Okay, but we do have to do some strategy stuff as well, which we will get into. We will do some training on that as well very soon. Okay, so right now I'm waiting to get back into my room where I usually work from. They've ripped up the ceiling. I'm waiting for them to replace it. It's going to be a few days. Once I've got all that sorted and I'm back in that room and I've got it reorganized the way I want it, then we'll start to do some sessions on strategy stuff. And at that time, we will add some more tools in here as well. Okay. You will see some really good tools appear in here um, that are for local marketing that make sense to be in here and that will take this tool much, much further than just a mass page building tool. Okay. Thanks.